Let's get it started in the AFC East, where the Dolphins are at the Patriots, New England, with Cam Newton, a 6.5-point favorite on pregame.com.
It's been 20 years since you could say this. We don't know what Bill Belichick's going to do. With Tom Brady, they could tweak stuff. They ran usually about the same thing every game. They game planned it like crazy. Sometimes they ran, sometimes they passed more, but it was the same scheme. Who would be shocked if Cam Newton runs the ball like 30 times? It's a genius that literally has the element of surprise, unlike any time, because there's been no preseason games. So when do you have a situation, there's a game that matters with a genius head coach that you have no idea what he's going to do? And by the way, Belichick knows that coach from Miami pretty well. Imagine Belichick's just been staring at you all those years, and now he knows what you do in a given situation. I don't think you can bet against the Pats because of that edge.
The Browns are at the Ravens on Sunday. Baltimore is a 7.5-point favorite.
COVID is humongous for every team, some more than others. Where it's big that people don't realize as much, offensive line. It takes a long time to get cohesion. And the Browns, they've upgraded their line, and I think it's going to be better as the season progresses. Week 1, I think the line's worse than last year. Worse because of that lack of cohesion with 2 new starters. Is that 2 new starters is the way to say it?
Yeah, rookie's going to start.
Yeah, the rookie's going to start. Okay. And I also think on the other side with Baltimore, running the ball looks like it's going to be mighty important in the NFL early this season. Who's the best running team in football? Baltimore.
The Bills are hosting the Jets. Buffalo is a 7-point favorite.
Now, we talked about Cleveland. They got 2 new starters, RJ. Yeah. Jets, 5 out of 5. Everybody on the O-line this year, none of them played last year. If the Jets score 24, I would be like, I know that's more than expect. I'm saying I would think it's like 1 in 50. I mean, think about it. If the O-line doesn't block and you have a quarterback that sees ghosts, I mean, he's going to be dreaming of Casper, I think, after this game. I think the Jets O-line's a major problem. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree. I like under 16.5 points for the Jets.
So the over-under on the team total, 16.5, you like the under?
Yes.
That's how bad the O-line is with. And again, it's going to be better. It's just not better in week 1.
The Raiders are at the Panthers. Las Vegas is a 3-point favorite.
I believe the following, that of all the teams in the NFL, Carolina is hurt early by COVID more than any other team. Why? Well, what is it that hurts you? A new head coach because of the changes. Okay, new head coach. New coordinators. Okay, new coordinators. And the defensive coordinator, by the way, 11 starters last year, like any year. How many are back, Fez, on defense for Carolina?
3.
8 new starters, and you got a defensive coordinator that's never stepped foot out of college. He might have coached high school. He's never coached in the NFL, and this is his first game. No wonder the Raiders, who opened up as a small underdog, have been bet up to, is it 3.5 consensus?
3.
I've seen 3.5s. There's 3s. It's been a big steam, wouldn't you agree, Raiders money?
Yes, all the money against Carolina.
And I think it's justified. If I had to pick, I mean, if you were forced to pick it at 3 right now, what would you pick?
Raiders.
Yeah. You know what's funny, though? Colin, he liked Carolina. Somehow he had 3.5. I don't know.
Colts are at the Jaguars. Indy is an 8-point favorite.
Fez would have a team every year that he says was tanking. And every year he was wrong. Somehow, some way, I now believe that Jacksonville is tanking. That I've never believed the team is tanking till Jacksonville. It's one thing to say, hey, keep your dollar, give me $2 tomorrow or next year. Here they're saying, hey, you owe me $1, keep it, I'm going to give you $1. Somehow to be poor now. I've never seen it, but I actually could not bet the Jags until I see I'm wrong.
The Chargers are 3-point favorites at the Bengals.
Tyrod Taylor has had 3 seasons that he started a lot of games, 14 or more. If you look at his QBR, which is the best quarterback ranking there is, in my opinion, he is a significantly above average quarterback over those 3 years. So you literally say, here's a guy that has had the starting job ripped from him 2 times, probably will be a third here, that every time he's given a season, he's like the 11th or 12th best quarterback in football. But somehow he never keeps that job. Could it be his personality? I don't know. These NFL people understand things we don't. And even if the stats say one thing, sometimes the stats are wrong.